questions for head coach Jared Bednar. We'll start with Ryan Bolden.
Hey, I made it. Jared, just like what goes into a start like that? Such a quick start. I mean, you guys have really 5 goals in the first 4.5 minutes.
I wish I knew. If you could bottle that, I mean, I don't know. That is. I'm just going to put it on our guys again. It's just preparation and being ready and fired up to play. That's what it is. But it was. I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. It was pace and execution was excellent. Like everyone was skating, and the execution, everything was tape to tape and fast and through the neutral zone and in ozone play, and it results in, and then just guys doing the right thing. Like the detail of the game was just on, and so they exploded early. It was every line was getting some opportunities there, and checking, getting in and out of your own zone, and then pouring it on them. So I mean, it was a great start. It carried us through the whole game.
Colleen, then Bailey.
I mean, just what else can we say about Valmatushkin and his play?
He was excellent tonight. A couple games ago, I just felt like he started skating more with the puck and just powering through guys, like, being able to carry the puck and drive through coverage and hang on to it. And his puck protection was excellent. And then, it kind of showed up in offense's own play where he was taking it to the interior of the ice, and that started early. I mean, look at his goals. He takes the first one right to the net, and then stays on it. And it's not big spaces either. Like, it's not bad coverage. He's just powering through people to the interior of the ice with and without the puck. His third goal was very similar. He could have rolled away. Sam takes it down. He cuts right to the net underneath the guy and ends up within the net front. The second one, it's out at the point, and he just gets lost in behind him. Like, he's just showing up in the net front area, and we know he has the touch to be able to finish if you get some of those rebounds that go in the right spot, right? So it's, to me, for him, that's just determination to get there with and without the puck, and it's you get a little lucky on some of the rebounds that they end up, but it's a detail of getting to the right areas of the ice when the puck's getting delivered there. And so it turns into a big night for him. And I was really happy to see it because he's been working real hard lately.
Bailey, then Corey.
I feel like the guys all season have been preaching this 60-minute effort. Is this about as complete as it gets?
It was good, yeah. I really liked our second too. They just at the end we eased off there a little bit, but I think when you have a first like that, you're preaching discipline with your puck decisions, and you don't have to make a play or home run play on every puck touch. If things break down on you, then are your decisions going to be good? And the commitment to get back above the puck out of the offensive zone in the second period and get numbers above it and get in and out of your own zone, like it was impressive. I liked their game all the way through this second period. And in a game like that, if the score kind of gets away, that's where I'll kind of stop watching it, because I don't want to critique our guys when if at a certain point the game's over, so but that first 40 minutes was impressive.
Go ahead, Corey.
I think it was this morning, maybe it was a couple days ago, someone asked you about motivation, and you said, like, if there is something there to use, you guys will use it.
Yeah.
The fact that it was Jordan Bennington at one end of the ice and Mackenzie Blackwood at the other, and the news of this morning, was that motivation enough?
Well, it might have been for Blackwood, you'd have to ask him. But, I don't bring up a whole bunch of stuff unless it's, our motivation is presented and set out and agreed upon at the start of the year. I'm just giving reminders of what our goals are, what our standard is, and how do we keep pushing that standard a little bit better. I think we have a group of self-motivated guys. That's what you need to have if you want to win. If you're finding ways to get the guys and motivate them on a daily basis, and they're probably on the wrong team.
Harrison, Ryan.
When you add in the offensive production Brock Nelson's brought the last couple of months mixed with what he's been doing all year defensively. Like, he's pretty much giving you first line center stuff on the second line. Where does he rank to you in terms of like a value piece to this team? Like, in terms of what you guys were last year, a couple years ago to this year, like how much of it shifted because of that piece?
A lot, yeah. I mean, the center ice position is such an important position, right? And you have to be a four-line team in order to win, and your top six has got to be really good. And if you're missing that piece, it almost doesn't matter how good your wingers are. Like, we've got elite wingers on our second line, and depending on who they are on any given night, is Landy, it's Marty, it's Lecky, it's Val, right? And like, when you build a team, you want to place guys in positions where they can excel and they have the ability to go up and help over short periods of time if you have injuries. So Ross Colton, right? He can play second line. He's on our third line. He's having a really good year. If we need him, he can go to the second line. You want that flexibility. But if you're missing that middle piece, take McKinnon off the first line, put a different center there, it's not the same. If you take Nelson off the second line, put a different center there, it's not the same. And you need the production out of those guys, and you need them to be able to play against anybody, and you need them to be able to defend against anybody, and Brock does that. And then he touches every aspect of our game: power play, penalty kill on top of that.
Ryan, then Megan.
Gavin Brindley entered the medical tent on our way back from the locker room.
Yeah.
What's his status?
I don't know yet. Yeah, he tweaked something, upper body. We'll know more tomorrow. Hopefully it's not serious.
Megan, then D-Mac.
How does a game like tonight highlight Gabriel Landeskog's impact? Specifically, McKinnon and Tushkin had huge nights, but he strips Robert Thomas of the puck in the neutral zone for McKinnon's 400th goal and draws a penalty. You guys scored.
He's been making a big impact every night for me. Sort of vintage Landy for me was neutral zone regroup. We kick it to him. It was McKinnon's one-timer goal. And he's not blazing through the neutral zone, but he's got this knack, this patience, this gift of like freezing guys. So he skates right at their defender, and next thing you know, he's inside him. Next thing you know, he's making a nice play, tape to Marty, who also like kind of slowed it down a little bit and fed it out to Nate. I thought both those plays were excellent. It looks nice when he does it, but it can go unnoticed. He does it a lot. He knows his strength. And skating it through the neutral zone into traffic, you could turn the puck over there a lot of times. And he just has a knack for being able to pick his way through a little bit and make the smart play, the right play, and it's executed well. And like, to me, like, you always think of Landy just going to the net and competing there and keeping pucks alive and creating rebounds and deflections and creating space for guys. That's definitely a strength of his game. But those little plays, like even in transition, he's excellent at them, and that was impressive goal for me.
Last two, D-Mac and Ryan.
I'm sure you want the guys to have success in terms of being named to Olympic teams, but is there a benefit, as tough as it might not be to be named, to get that rest and to be able to not go to Italy and put themselves through that? Is there part of you as a coach that's like, hey, bummer, but better for us?
I want what our guys want. So if our guys want to go play, as I'm sure they all want to do, I want them to go. I think it'd be the best experience they could possibly get, international competition, playing for your country. So I don't think that way. There's guys on our team. There'll be more guys announced, I'm sure, coming up to other countries, and I wish the best for all of our guys, because if they want it, these guys pour their hearts out and play as hard as they can for us on a daily basis, and so I want what they want, and so I would never. Is there a benefit? I think if you had a guy that was kind of nursing some sort of injury that he's dealing with, over the course of a season, that he could get some rest and be better for us, and then I might have that feeling. But at the same time, if that player wanted to go, I'd be happy for him if they went, and we want them to go as well. So Yeah, I'm disappointed some of our guys didn't get announced and to go. But it is what it is, you know, like I said, they're tough decisions and there's a whole group of people making them and, you know, I don't know what goes into all the thought process, but it's in depth, I'll guarantee that.
Finish with Ryan.
Kiwi Renta was laid out with a lower body injury. Can you update us on him? And then Logan O'Connor, I think you talked about on the radio today, but can you elaborate
Yeah.
on his situation?
I just don't know anything on Logan yet, you know. And I know that may be frustrating to you guys, but if I have information, I'd give it to you. I just don't have anything new on him. He's still just trying to work his way through some issues to be able to get back on the ice and get some sort of return to play plan. Kivi Ranta was from the other night. Remember when he crashed into the end boards hard? He got a lower body injury. He was feeling fine. I thought he was gonna play tonight. So it wasn't bothering him off the ice and walking around and doing some of his treatment yesterday or this morning. But when he got on the ice, he had some weakness and some soreness. So we decided to go a different direction.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, happy New Year.